Hey guys, No Prep Kings is finally back. They've been off for like a month. Tonight they're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're going to run the Grade 8 and race your way in. And if you don't want to know the results, keep on scrolling. So before I get to any results, there's a few changes on teams. Disco Dean picked up Jimmy Taylor to replace Marty Robertson. Bodie dropped Doc Love to pick himself up. Mike Murillo picked up Clay Cole to replace Randy Williams. Murder Nova picked up Doc to replace Manny Alvarez. I think he was having issues with his car. Justin Swanstrom dropped Jim Howe to pick up Mike Chandler. Jim Howe and Odom did rock, paper, scissors to see who was going to drive Odom's car because Howe's is not back from the crash he had. Odom won, so Swanstrom had to drop Howe so he could have somebody. Kai and Lizzie have broke up, as everybody on the internet knows. So he, in the driver's meeting, proposed to swap Lizzie for an equal person. And he wanted either Damon Merchant, Axeman, or Scott Taylor, or Kayla. And no team captain would go for it. So Lizzie is still on Kai's team. It should be very interesting. Okay, race your way in. Bodie over Jimmy Taylor. He had to get out of it. Mike Murillo over Chris Rankin. Something happened to his car about halfway down. Tony McKinney with the competition bye. Disco Dean he was a no-show. Mike Chandler over Clay Cole. Paige Coughlin treed the dog out of Birdman. Left him sitting, and that's where it stayed. Mike Bowman, Jerry Bird Redlit, and then Chuck Seisinger had to buy room. Okay, race your way in, round 2. Paige Coughlin gets competition by. Mike Murillo couldn't make the call. Mike Chandler takes the win. Bodie rolls through the lights, turns the red light on. Chuck Seisinger over Mike Bowman. Mike Bowman had it won, had to pedal. Chuck gets around him for the win. And then Tony McKinney gets the bye. Going to the Invitationals tomorrow will be these 4. Okay, Grade 8, Round 1. Damon Merchant takes out Kayla Morton. Nate Saylor takes out Lizzie Musey. Kai Kelly takes out Justin Swanstrom. Giuseppe takes out Scott Taylor. And all of them were close races. None of them were gaps. Grade 8 semis. Damon Merchant over Nate Saylor. Damon drove around Nate. Kai Kelly treed Giuseppe. Giuseppe caught back up to him and gave him a good race. Probably about a fender. But Kai Kelly takes the win. Damon Merchant, Kai Kelly going to the finals. This will be their 3rd time racing each other, and Kai Kelly's beat Damon every time. So we'll see if 3rd time is a charm for Damon. Grade 8 finals, Damon Merchant versus Kai Kelly. Damon Merchant for the win. Congrats. Hey guys, it is Saturday. No Prep Kings is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I got the results, and if you don't want to know, keep on scrolling. Round 1 Invitational. David Gates over Paige Coughlin. Looked like she had him to about half track, and he drove around her. B-Rad over Brandon James. He had to do a little driving. Lizzie with the gap over Chuck Seisinger. Larry Larson over Kayla. I saw she injured her motor on Friday night. Had to drive home, put a new motor in it, and brought it back, and she didn't get past Larry. Chuck 55 over Callie. Looked like she had some kind of issues. He had to wait for her on the starting line. Then once she got down, she must have put some kind of fluid down. Robin Roberts over Mike Chandler. I think that was a gap. Rich Brewer over Scott Taylor was a good race. Odom over Mike Bowman. He had to get out of it. Ryan Martin over Swanstrom with a $1,000 bet on the side. I know Swanstrom had some issues last night with his car, and I think they stayed up all night working on it. Bobby Ducati over Greg Chandler. Daddy Dave and Lutz. Lutz takes it over Daddy Dave. I don't know if he had any issues, but Lutz gapped Daddy Dave. Damon Merchant over Giuseppe was a good race. Axeman over Tony McKinney with the gap. Murder Nova over Kyle Cannon was a good race. Nate Saylor over Mike Murillo. And then Kai Kelly and Doc Love. Doc left on Kai. Kai drove around him. Round 2. Ryan Martin over Nate Saylor. Ryan gets in the wall on the passenger side pretty good. I don't know. I mean, he's okay, but they had to actually tow his car back to the pits, and I'm literally filming this after each round, so I don't know if he's even going to make it back for 3rd round. So we'll stay tuned. We'll know. I don't even know. Larry Larson over Rich Bruder. Rich goes red. Robin Roberts with a gap over B-Rad. Damon over Odom with a $1,000 side bet. It was a good tight race. Axeman over Murdanova. Axeman drove around him. Gates over Bobby. Gates had to literally drive around him. It was a good race. Kai over Lutz with a gap, and Lizzie over Chuck 55, and it was a real tight race. Round 3, Robin Roberts over David Gates. Damon Merchant goes red against Kai Kelly. Lizzie drew Ryan, and he was not able to make the call. And after this clip, I'll show you a picture of his car. And Axeman over Larry Larson. It was a good tight race. So to the semis, Robin Roberts, Kai Kelly, Lizzie, and Axeman. Semis. Robin Roberts takes out Kai Kelly, and it looked like it was about a car. And then Lizzie takes out Axeman, and it looked like it was about a fender. So Robin Roberts and Lizzie Musey on to the final. When the finals come up, after Lizzie's burnout, a GoPro camera falls off in her lane, thanks to Don Will for pointing that out. But the crowd was going crazy trying to get somebody's attention on the starting line. I don't know how the starting line knew. I don't know if they saw the people. I don't know. But all I do know is they sent the drone down there and had it above the camera. And then here comes somebody running down there to get it off the track. Meanwhile, while the cars are sitting up there waiting, so this dude saves the day, gets the camera, and they fire them back up, and here we are with the finals. Lizzie's in the right, Robin's in the left. First time for them to be in the finals this year. Robin goes towards the wall. Congrats to Lizzie Musey on her first No Prep Kings win of the season.
No. Appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing. See you in the next one.
Yeah, what he said.